Students, in this tutorial, we will be looking at sex determination in honeybee. Please note that this concept is additional and is included in the board syllabus. Okay, so we'll start with the first point. It says that the sex determination in honeybee is based on number of sets of chromosomes an individual receives. What this means is that whether the honeybee offspring becomes a male or a female depends on the number of sets of chromosomes that individual will receive. So let's see, when do you get a female? Now in honeybees, you know that females could be of two types. You have the queen bee, who is female, and you have the worker bee also, who is female. So if a female offspring is to develop, there has to be a union of a sperm and an egg. Is that clear? If a male offspring has to develop, male offspring in honeybees or males in honeybees are called as drones. So if a male or a drone has to develop, then you get it from an unfertilized egg by a process called as parthenogenesis. So, to be clear, remember that fertilization of an egg will give you a female. That could either be the queen or the worker bee, and an unfertilized egg, which is not fertilized, it does not fuse with a sperm, it will go on to produce a male by the process of parthenogenesis. So, this is the meaning of the second point. Therefore, males receive half the number of chromosomes than females. So, this point is to be kept in mind. So, if we take the chromosome diploid number of chromosomes in honeybee is 32, you will find that the females are diploid and have 32 chromosomes, while the males are haploid having 16 chromosomes. Okay, because females, like we said in the earlier point, are formed after fertilization, whereas males, the sperm will directly the egg will directly, the unfertilized egg will directly develop into the male, so they have just 16 chromosome. Now this type of sex determination is called as haplodiploid sex determination system. So in the board exam, if it is asked what is haplodiploid sex determination system, give an example, you know that you have to explain the example of honeybee. Now, the characteristic feature of this system is that males produce sperms by mitosis, whereas females produce eggs by meiosis process. Okay, so this is another difference in this particular sex determination system. And very often in the board exam, they give you an application type of question where they say that in honeybees, they do not have a father and thus they cannot have sons, but they have a grandfather and can have grandsons. Explain. So, to understand why a honeybee cannot have a father and cannot bear sons, but have a grandfather and can bear grandsons, okay, you it becomes very clear in this particular diagram. So, as we have already said, if you have a male honeybee, this is a female honeybee, and a male honeybee, you know that the female will produce the gametes, that is the eggs, by the process of meiosis. So, because it is a meiotic division or a reductional division, the eggs formed here will have half the number of chromosome as that of the parent. So, you have 16. So, each egg here, unfertilized egg, you can see has 16 chromosomes. Whereas, take a look at this. In case of male, how is the sperm produced? We said not by meiosis, by mitosis. And mitosis, we all know from our 11th standard knowledge that it is a equational division. So, if the parent has 16, the daughter cell will also have 16. So here the sperm will have 16 chromosomes, or the haploid set of chromosomes. Now, F1 generation. When will you get a male honeybee? A male honeybee will develop directly from an unfertilized egg. So, this unfertilized egg, which has not and will not meet up with the sperm, will directly transform into a male by the process of parthenogenesis. That is what we have said. Whereas, if you want a female offspring, what should happen is you have the egg fusing with a sperm to give you your female, and therefore females have 32, that is diploid set of chromosomes, males have haploid set of chromosomes. Now let's go back to the statement that a honeybee cannot have a father and thus cannot have sons. So here you have a honeybee offspring. Does he have a father? No, he has come directly from an unfertilized egg of the mother. So he has a mother but no father. Can he bear sons? He cannot have sons because the son, that is a male, will develop directly from the female, does not require a father. Okay, a male directly comes from an unfertilized egg of a female. So this part is true, that he does not have a father and thus cannot have sons. But how does he have a grandfather? If you look here, this is his grandfather now, right? Because a grandfather, um, you can say, or this male can fertilize the egg produced by a female, right? And that unfertilized female egg has transformed into the male. So he has a grandfather. And similarly, he can act as a grandfather and have grandson. So this statement is very true, because males do not have fathers, they cannot have sons, but they can have grandfathers, because the unfertilized egg, okay, is coming from a female, and the female is a product of fusion of a male and a female gamete. Okay, so if there are any doubts, please ask. Clarify your doubts either through WhatsApp, or you can directly ask me during the synchronous sessions. Thank you.